Is this also Instagram? I hope this is not Instagram. Let me check. Right, so I'm just going to go straight to it so I can get back to work ASAP. I'm hoping that I haven't put on here. Okay, it is Facebook. Okay, so happy World Teachers Day to all the teachers. Hello, thanks for joining. Thank you very much for joining. It's not going to be a long one, but I must show up as an educator, a very proud educator, proud teacher, as a matter of fact, on World Teachers Day. So happy World Teachers Day to you. If you teach in whether you teach formally like I do in a school, or whether you teach informally, whether you're a coach or any way that you're delivering value to people around you, congratulations. Is our day 5th of October 2021, and the theme this year is teachers at the heart of education recovery. So this is a global theme. It's not a Nigerian theme. It's a global theme. Teachers at the heart of education recovery. Now, if the global theme is that teachers are at the heart of education recovery, it actually means that there is a crisis globally. There is a crisis globally. So it's very important that we connect with this theme. More so because we are in a developing country. We are in a developing country. We are in Nigeria, and then we have a number of people that are in the sector that are not passionate about the job that they do as educators. Now, if there is a crisis, and we already were in a crisis even before the COVID-19, how much more now? So what are we doing, and how are we lighting at the candle of somebody else to ensure that our children continue to get the very best? Now, it's very common, people are saying that they're going away, they're leaving the country. But for those of us that are here to stay, that want to stay, at least for now, we want to stay, what are we going to do differently? What are those things we're going to do to ensure that we continue to very, very best, and we continue to ensure that it is a respectable profession? How are we going to carry ourselves? What are we going to do to ensure that we are doing our very best, not just marking time, collecting salaries, collecting school fees, or whatever the case may be? We must be making a difference in the lives of the people around us. So we've started a new term. What are those things that you're doing as an educator to make sure that this September to December term is going to be phenomenal, is going to be amazing? We must continue with our personal and professional development as educators, and we must, even as parents, appreciate the people that teach our children, particularly those of us in the developing world. The few teachers, and we do not have enough teachers, we do not have near enough teachers. The few that are doing the work really need to be celebrated on a day like this, and even outside of a day like this. They really, really do need to be appreciated. And why do I say so? The COVID-19 also drove a lot of people out of the sector. So we have normally many people will be in the sector, and they will join the sector because they can't find a job. They'll join the sector because they are struggling to get a job, or they are struggling to get their grades right, and they are advised, go and teach. Or they've been sitting at home for a long time doing nothing, and someone will say to them, go and teach. Now, we have, quote and unquote, a lot of the dregs of society as teachers teaching our children. Does that make you comfortable? Does that make you believe that we're going to get the Nigeria that we deserve? Nigeria, by the way, that's why I'm wearing, World Teachers Day. So very, very intentional. So what are you going to do differently? Are we going to get are we going to get the very, very best educators? Hi Richard, Pamela, hi everyone on different platforms, Instagram, Facebook. Hello everyone. I've not done a live in ages, but I just thought I must show up today and talk about World Teachers Day. What does it really mean to you? when you see a teacher, what does it actually mean to you? How do you even what's your perception of a teacher? When I tell people I teach, and I like to say I'm a teacher intentionally, because a lot of people don't even believe me when I tell them that I'm a teacher. They want to believe that I'm do something else. But the core of life is teaching. Whether I'm teaching adults, whether I'm teaching younger children, it's still teaching. So I still like to call myself a teacher, and particularly because I like to have this, I want people to have this mental image of what a teacher and who a teacher is and what they should look like. A teacher is not supposed to look like a struggling, beaten down domestic worker. A teacher is someone that's supposed to bring out the best in your child, to help your child to grow, to help your child to become that amazing person. Now, how can they pour from an empty cup? Someone that is unhappy, someone that is poorly paid, someone that is struggling with a very low self-esteem, how are they going to groom your own child so your child can be amazing? Your child can be Wole Soyinka, your child can be Chimamanda, your child can be Barack Obama, your child can be Oprah Winfrey. Your child can be Ronke Poshe. Your child can be great and can be you, and even greater than you. Who is going to do it? Now, when we look down on the teachers, when we treat them badly, when we pay them poorly, how are they going to do this for our children? And now the theme of this is saying teachers at the heart of education recovery. It's not just the recovery of education, it's beyond the recovery of education. It is actually the recovery of the world, particularly developing countries like Nigeria. It is the teachers, you and I, that's going to help rebuild this country. And we do not have near enough teachers. I've said that before. We need parents. We need the everyday man that has skills to walk into schools, to begin to volunteer. We need that process. Say, for example, in terms of technology, how many people, how many teachers are very good with technology, and how many of them can actually give those children the very best? How many of them? You find that a number of schools that are even doing well with technology, all their teachers are not necessarily people that have a master's degree or postgraduate degree in education. They are actually tech guys. And we need to begin to allow some of this flexibility in the educational system, because this is going to help our children. As long as those people are screened and they're seen as, they're going to be able to help our children in terms of technology, and not only technology, in different spheres and different areas that they want to pursue in life. We have to ensure that we are raising critical thinkers, children that ask questions, that are able to solve problems, children that are not that have not been pushed down to make timid, children that the confidence is there, children that can communicate, that can collaborate, that can work with other people, so that they can be great and they can be greater than us, and also so much value and bring the change that we so desire in Nigeria. Today, we don't wait for our children. We start today. We do corrupt, trying to do things properly, trying to do things right. So that's what we're trying to do. But if we are corrupt and we're helping our children, well, say for example, with malpractice, cheating, and all those sort of things, how those children are going to grow up believing that that is the way. They are going to grow up believing that that is the way, and they're going to hand over the baton. And you know, when children do things, they do it even better than we that trained them in the first place. So we must be careful what we model around the children, what they see us do. We must be able to vet it. We must be careful and ensure that our values are intact in terms of integrity, in terms of our leadership abilities. We must ensure that all these sort of things are intact. We must support teachers, training and development. If you know, say for example, Richard does a lot of training. He works with graduates. He does training. He can do customer service, leadership training, all sorts of training. He can do that. He can partner with a school or a couple of schools. We live in the online space now. We don't even have to step into the school before you deliver a session. You can do something online, and then you are able to reach a lot of teachers. You're able to sharpen them. This can be your CSA, your corporate social responsibility. To your community, to help the schools around, to bring them up so that they can continue to give our children the very best. As long as you have ties in Nigeria, you must understand that it is important that you contribute your quota, and it might not always be paid. A lot of the work that I do when I come out online, when I'm working, when I'm saying things, now I'm using my power, I'm using my data, but I'm doing it happily. Someone's going to see this video, someone's going to watch it, and someone's going to do something differently because of something that I have said that resonated with them. It's very important, and that's why I'm taking time out of my schedule. I'm already ready, I'm at my desk, ready to keep going, but I said it's World Teachers Day, and this evening we're going to be busy sending off a dear colleague of ours, Temitope Ogunniyi, who is sadly passed on last week. I'm sending her off today, tonight. So I'm not going to be able to do the video tonight because I have to be at the gathering. But she gave of her time, she gave of her wealth, she gave of her energy, her life to the educational system in Nigeria. She had opportunities to do things differently, to go other places, but she chose to be in Nigeria to make a difference. So when you're an educator, I keep telling people, I mean, I interviewed someone for an admin role, and she was on about the money. She was on about the money. She was on about the money. And I said to her, your desire for money in this sector is actually off-putting for me, because I don't believe that anybody can pay a teacher enough. And I said to her, if I walk into a school now, how much will they offer me? If I walk into a school, I'm looking for a teaching role, how much will they offer me if I really teach? If they offer me $500,000, if they offer me $1 million, that's my value. I believe my value exceeds that. However, I'll still remain in the sector where I want to be. I left my home in the UK to come to Nigeria because I didn't want to sit there and just say stuff. I wanted to be here to do my own bit and know that I have tried my best in the Nigerian educational system. I've done my bit, I've inspired people. And to be honest, whilst I don't wish my life away, if I actually died today, I know I've done an amazing job touching the lives of many, many educators, even people that are senior to me. In one way or the other, I've tried my best to add value to their lives, to be able to help them to believe in this education in Nigeria, in our developing world. So that's why I'm coming out today to say, support a teacher. Send a message to a teacher. Send a message to someone that has taught you before, and just say, Happy Teachers Day. I celebrate you. Send them airtime. You know, I mean, this is not an appeal to beg for anything. Don't even send me, particularly, don't even send me anything, because it's not a begging thing. It's an appreciation thing. Appreciate someone that is teaching your child. In Nigeria, where there's our demons are different. Battles are really, really different. If your child goes to school and is not abused, that child is fine, not sexually abused, not being verbally abused, not being physically abused. That's a miracle in Nigeria these days. That is like a miracle that your child goes to school. Don't just think, oh, I expect it to be that way. Who told you that they're teaching in detail safeguarding and child protection in the teachers training colleges? Who told you that they understand it? Who told you that they don't cheat? Who told you that they don't get? How do you know that they read it? Malpractice is so rife. How do you know that the person teaching your child is not a fraud? Now they're doing, thank you so much. And if they're doing, and someone is doing an amazing job with your child, teaching your child how to be a better person on a daily basis, you should appreciate that person, particularly in this climate. All around the world you should, I believe you should, but particularly in this Nigeria, because it's a whole different ball game. I'm going to say thank you to my daughter's teacher. He is very, very passionate anyway. Thankfully, he's the class teacher. They have subject teachers in secondary school. But I'm particularly going to say Happy Teachers Day, because he has mentored her, he has helped her along the way over the years. This is her final year, so over the last 5 years, he's been the teacher, and he's been doing an amazing job. He's helped her she's helped her when she's had external competitions and things like that. They are You know what they call local parentes. They are the parent when you are not there. And if someone is the parent to your child when your child is not there, how do you appreciate that person? How do you appreciate that person? So if it's airtime you can get, please get at the airtime. If you want to give a gift, and some schools say, oh, we don't accept gifts. It's fine that you don't accept gifts. I think you should make an exception on a day like this. Make an exception so that people can connect with teachers and value them. And I'm not just here telling you to value your teachers and I've not appreciated mine. To this morning I've woken up and I've put gifts together for the teachers, and I'm not talking about tokens. I've given them lovely dresses, handbags, just to make them really, really happy. And jewelry. I planned it that I'm going to do this for them. And you say, oh, some teachers schools and they have so much conflict. They're like, oh, they're not deserving. They don't deserve it. The thing is, when you're in this sector, whenever you don't do it. Hello, Dr. Adetong. Whatever you do, you don't do it for people. You see, people drive me crazy too. There's no team that people don't drive you crazy. Tongue and teeth fight, husband and wife fight, brothers and sisters fight. So everywhere you go, you would find conflict. There would always be conflicts. However, it's how you manage the conflicts. You see, you have to be a leader. And a leader, you have to be flexible. And the most flexible of the system controls the system. You have to ensure that you look away from certain things. There's some things that you just don't acknowledge. I've had people annoying me here. Yes, it's an amazing school, but we also have conflict every now and again. So I'm going to say, oh, it's World Teachers Day, I'm not going to give them anything. No, I'm doing it for God. And I'm also doing it for the children in my care. Because at the end of the day, I'm overall accountable for the children that come here. So even if something happens between a child and a teacher, they still want to speak to Miss Ronke. They still want to know as leadership. They still want to know. And my teachers, I can even see that they're buzzing already. I looked at them in the camera, I can see that they are buzzing because they received nice gifts first thing in the morning. School hadn't even started when I gave them these gifts. And they're happy. And I know that it's going to be a happy day with my pupils today. And not only today, but this is a booster for them. The morale. Am I expecting something in return? No, I'm not expecting something in return. I'm doing it for the Nigerian child that I believe in. Over and beyond the teaching. She's doing a great job. But I'm also doing it for the Nigerian child. I want my children, my pupils to be happy. So I appreciate that teachers. I give them a conducive environment. I'm tough. Doubt people that know me know that I don't mess around when it comes to those children because I don't want any stories that touch. So I make sure that I give my kids the very, very best all the time. In terms of the teachers as well, make sure that you do it. Training and development, very, very important for teachers. You must be training your teachers. When they come into your school, the first thing is to do is not to go into the classroom. There should be orientation. You should have those handbooks. Put them together. If you're struggling, come and see me. I will charge you. Get your handbook done. Get an orientation done. Training. Get your videos done. Let them watch it. Let them know the culture and the values and those things that are important to you as a school. Let them understand it. Don't let today go, because I know that so many educators that follow my pages. Don't let today go without appreciating your teachers. If you haven't bought anything, go and buy Coke and meat pie at the nearby shop and give it to them. Plan to give them something. Yeah, things are expensive, but drinks are 150. I don't think anybody run a school cannot buy 150 naira Coke for your teachers today each. So please celebrate them, appreciate them, let them know that they are doing a good job. Because they are doing a good job with our children. Don't compromise. Don't pick anybody to be in contact with the children. Make sure that they are safe at all times. That child is at the top of your it's on your priority list at the very, very top. Make sure that if there was conflict between you and some of your teachers or amongst the teachers, let today be the day that you settle that beef. Make sure that today is the day that you settle that. Let us know that what we're doing is beyond the classroom. It's beyond the school building. We're doing it for the Nigerian child. One, we're also doing it for Nigeria. We're doing it for Nigeria. My teacher that taught me biology, She's 70. She's 70 in September. We celebrate her in September. She's going to be retiring from teaching totally now that she's 70. And she has done an amazing job. She was at my wedding when I had my babies. She knows everything. She's been there. So it's why I said local parents, they go beyond the call of duty. After a while, it's no longer about I'm teaching you subjects. After a while, it goes beyond that. You see, part of teaching is connecting. I'll say that again. Part of teaching is connecting. So don't think that you're wasting your time when you're bonding with your kids. So at La Posh, when we resume school, we don't even try and start mental maths or revision and all those things on the first day. We connect intentionally, especially during this COVID-19, where a number of our kids, they're still online, but a lot of them were online. So they've come into school now. So part of teaching those children is connecting with them. So you must connect with them. Believe that is a waste of time. Speaking to them, knowing that time. See, a child learning is state dependent. A child that is not happy cannot learn. Say it again. Learning is state dependent. A child that is not happy cannot learn. And a teacher that is trying to teach a child and is not happy will not deliver at their utmost best. They might not be able to figure out where the challenges with the child. They might not even notice because they have their own issues on their mind. So let today be the day where you appreciate teachers, the people in your team, you settle any beef, and you make sure that you are doing it for the Nigerian child. Let the picture be bigger than your classroom. Let the picture be bigger than your school. Do it for our nation. Our nation needs educators. So if you find them there, please ensure that you're not frustrating them out of the system, because we don't even have 50% of the teachers that we need. So any school that says they don't have a challenge with, in fact, raise your hand. Any school that says they don't have a challenge with teachers in Nigeria, they're just telling you a lie. No matter the school, it is, because this is where we're all getting our pool. Except all your teachers are expatriates, they're all coming from overseas. Maybe that's your own story. If that's your own story, hey, bravo. But if you are getting teachers in any capacity from the pool that we have here in Nigeria, there are challenges. So you must groom. You must do your induction. You must have your handbooks. You must do refreshers. You must check in on them. You must check their mental state. Someone who's mental, some teachers are yelling. They're frustrated. Don't tell them to drop their problems at the gates, because someone is going to trip over those problems. Make sure that as much as you can, you help them look beyond it. Let them look beyond it and know that you have a whole life in your care today. So let them connect. Let today be let every teacher buzz today. Do your best to make sure that all your teachers are buzzing today and they are happy. Art and craft. Let the pupils say something nice about their teachers. Let them be happy. Just because you as a leader, as a school, or as a parent have done something. That's what I believe that we should do, because our theme is teachers at the heart of education recovery. It tells me something, because this is a global thing. It's a global theme, and if teachers, globally we're saying teachers at the heart of education recovery, then in Nigeria, we know that it's beyond heart of this, which is the solution. Teachers, they are actually the solution, the ones that will solve the problem. In addition to the parents that will volunteer their services, especially those in tech, especially those that can help with EI, especially those that can help with mental health of teachers, because that's a challenge. How does someone live on 15,000 naira? 15,000 naira these days, if my math serves me right, 500, it's about $300 in a month. How does, no way, that's not, but it sounds more like $30. Sounds more like $30 to me. How does someone even survive on that? But this is happening. This is the situation in many states and many schools. And I'm not talking about even local schools I won't call any place. It exists also on the island, where teachers are bullied. Teachers are not domestic workers. You're not a house help. When classroom assistants, nannies come for the creche in here, always tell them, you are not a house girl. If you are looking for a house girl job, please, you are in the wrong place. You are here to transform the lives of children. You are here to impact them in one way or the other. You are here to influence them. You're here to help them to be better, to help your kids to be better. So if you're looking for a house help job where you just want to clean and this is not the place to be if you're going to be in contact with the children. So help them. Form a WhatsApp group. There's so many training communities. There's so many groups these days. There's no reason why anybody should not be learning on a daily basis. So many, even this COVID-19, you speak to some teachers, they don't know how to use X, Y, and Z. You don't have to know how to use all, but there's some basic things. You must be able to do video lessons. You must be able to communicate via video. You must be able to speak and write well. You must check your diction. All those things are simple. They're simple things. Until we choose to speak Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, or whatever languages in the classroom, it is English for now. So you must learn it. You must learn even how to mark. Some children don't know how to mark. They write WELDONE. What happened? It is WELL. Well, and then done. And it's not one word. Simple things like that you find that are challenges in the classroom. So let today be the day where you make a difference in your schools. Let today be the day where you continue to upskill your teachers every single day. Today I've given at La Posh, we have I'm very big on English anyway, and so we have given English books that someone wrote. A lady wrote the I wish I had a copy. I had held a copy, and I gave it, and I said, okay, now that we are all reading it, we're going to set up a WhatsApp group, and we're going to read page X to X, and someone is going to be in charge of this page. This week we'll discuss it, next week we'll discuss that, and that way we are sure that everybody is learning. Everybody is learning. Groom your teachers. Let them be better. The thing is, even if they leave your school, they are going with your seed to teach somebody else or to do whatever. It is your seed. Stop feeling insecure about training teachers, because if you don't train them, the quality of work they give to your children, the change that they make in the life of your children will be limited, very, very limited. And they don't even have to have to go abroad before they can experience what it is to be abroad. Look, just the online space alone, even virtual simulations exist these days. There's so many things that teachers can do in their own space, but they don't have the knowledge. They don't know how, because nobody is showing them how. So if you even have a parent that that knows how to do stuff like that, invite them over to teach. When we wanted to do coding and robotics in our school, and we got someone to do it in the school, I'm not a coder, I'm not a programmer, I'm not into all that, but I got a parent to check it, because he is a programmer, and he looked at the curriculum, looked at the scheme, because it's not something that we get from Lagos State, and he saw it's private, and he said, okay, this is ideal for the children. This is ideal for the children. And as we had more, I got to connect with more parents, and I programmed. They were able to say, okay, this is great for the children. So don't believe that you can't partner with the schools as a parent. Partner with the schools as, it's not a matter of you've paid school fees. Know that you're not only impacting your own child, but the lives of other children as well. That is what you're doing. So please connect. So I've done 30 minutes. I wanted to do 30 minutes before I return to my workplace. Well, I'm in my office, but just to start what I'm doing. So I thank you. Celebrate a today. Happy World Teachers Day to you, and even as parents, you're teaching your children one or the other in one capacity or the other. So happy World Teachers Day to you. Thank you very much. I hope you didn't miss out too much social media yesterday. It's good. TikToks is good for the body. In fact, when I heard it was down, I was like, everybody go and pray or something. So that was really, really good. I didn't actually mind, but connect. Mailing list. So my mailing list is there. You can use the link in my bio. Connect with me. My numbers. My last post before this one had my number, my YouTube channel. Subscribe on there. This video is also going on YouTube. It's also on Facebook as well. So connect. Let's all connect, so that when they do kick us out, if they do kick us out off social media, we can still connect via email. We can still connect in one way or the other. So thank you. I've done 30 minutes and I have to shoot. Thank you so much. God bless you. And if you're not following Ronke Posh, please do. And if you're not following at La Poshe School, do share. Tell somebody. In fact, today will be a good day. Share this video and tell somebody that if they bring their child to La Poshe today, they're going to get an amazing offer, because it's World Teachers Day. So happy World Teachers Day. Woo! See you later. Have an amazing day. God bless you. So I'm out here and out here. Off. This one has refused to go off. Okay, are you sure you want to stop the streaming?